going on, guys? We're back today. I wanted to make this video because I've been having some issues with my Honda Talon over the last few days. We were supposed to go riding, and just out of nowhere it started running like crap. And so I had the same issue with my Honda Pioneer, and it ended up being a fuel issue. It had some water in the fuel tank, and this time I figured it was the exact same thing. So I started off, I went through I drained the fuel tank out, cleaned it out, put fresh fuel in it, put some fuel stabilizer in it, and it started getting a little bit better, but it still wasn't running quite right. So I winded up, we rode around, and it seemed like it was starting to clear up a little bit, but it still wasn't running like it needed to. It kept stumbling, stalling out at stop signs and stuff like that. And I'm sure, if you guys have had a Talon or a Pioneer, you've kind of experienced this issue, maybe. But so I checked the plugs numerous times during this whole ordeal, and every time I checked the plugs, they were white, like it was getting a lack of fuel. And so after I kept riding it every night trying to get that tank ran out that had the seafoam in it, and it never cleared up. It actually started running a lot worse. So I pulled the plugs another time, and the second time, it was like the fourth time that I pulled the plugs, I wound up having a fouled out plug on number 2 cylinder, I believe is what it was. So I wanted to make this video so I could, maybe show some insight if anybody's having the same kind of issue. And so yeah, I'll show you the plugs, and maybe we'll take this thing on a little ride to see how it's running. So here's the plugs. This one right here is pretty fouled out, as you can see. And that one, it started to look pretty good, like it started running a little bit better. I think originally I had a fuel issue, and once I got the tank cleaned out, it started to run a little bit better, which it would be from what that plug was burning a little better. And then after all that bad gas and everything went through it, wound up fouling this plug right here. So, but yeah, so I wound up ordering a set of plugs offline. I got both plugs for $35, and at the local Honda shop, I think they're $35 a piece. So that's pretty good, not too bad. So I think we're gonna wind up taking a little bit ride down to the gas station and see if it does any better or not. We've been riding it a little bit around here, and it's done a little better. I can tell it's a lot better because before as soon as you put it in gear, it immediately stalled out before, and it's not doing any of that anymore. So you can, put it in gear and mess around with the gas pedal, nothing stalls out. It runs exactly like it should. RPM stays where it needs to stay. So I'll insert a clip right here of how it was running before. So, but all right, yeah, let's take it for a ride. That's already a lot better right there. It used to barely pick up whenever you would start it, so let's see. Of course, it's not the most ideal time to be riding. It's cold and raining, so got a pretty good bit of power back. Of course, the dirt road is much guys, well, we just got back. As you can see, the dirt roads were pretty muddy out there, but it's running a lot better. Like, it's completely back to normal now, so that is good news, because I did not want to have to tear the whole floor of this thing back out and replace that fuel pump on this deal. Kids went and got some Cokes. All right, guys, well, that seemed like it took care of our issue, so I guess we'll wind up taking it on a ride somewhere here in the near future. If you guys want to come along, I'll bring you guys with. So if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, and come back for more.